Welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. There are prayers on my screen. You can repeat with me. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashlakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lita Shri Vishakam Vitam हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome again. We are going through Gitartha Sangraha, which is summary studies by summary of Bhagavad Gita by Srila Ramanucharya, Yamunacharya, a great Vaishnava Acharya in the line of Sri Sampradaya that we see in the South India. And we are also going through some purports of by Ramanucharya. Both are there. So this is the verse for the summary of fourth chapter. Prasangat स्वभावोक्तिः कर्मणः अकर्मता अस्य च वेद ज्ञानस्य महात्मा चतुर्थाध्याय उच्यते. So in this fourth chapter, Srila Yamunacharya, he summarizes, he says that as a matter of fact, while talking, Krishna started talking about Avatar Rahasya, why he does appear. So from 4.1 to 11, he talks about why he appears. What are the reasons behind it? Then karmanaha karmata. So this akarmata is the jnana, the knowledge that is required to work in karma yoga. Karma yoga is like, example is given is like if we are playing chess. So if you are playing chess, is it that just our hands are working and our eyes are working? Is chess played like that with just hands and eyes? No, right? It is the brain also that is working. So there is a knowledge behind it. So similarly with the karma, there is a knowledge with which we do karma yoga. And then different types of karma yoga are there from 4.25 to 4.32. Last time we went through this, and this time we will go through the last part of the fourth chapter, which is glories of Jnana. So this Jnana is the knowledge that is used in karma yoga. Okay, that glories is what Krishna is going to say in the last part, that is 33 to 44. Okay. What we'll do today is we will quickly go through the whole chapter also, just to get an idea. Very interestingly, at the start, Krishna says, I instructed this karma yoga knowledge to sun god. Sun god gave it to Manu. Manu gave it to his son Ikshvaku. So this is Avatar Rahasya. So Krishna is talking about himself, that he gave it to sun god and all this. Is this karma yoga only Krishna is saying to Arjuna? No. Therefore Krishna said, no, I'm not giving it to only you, I have given it to sun god. So now Arjuna had a very interesting question. How come you speak to sun god? You were just born right now, right? Some few decades ago. How did you spoke to sun god? So Krishna gives him very nice answer. He says, I can remember all my births, but you cannot. So Krishna can remember all my births and you cannot. And then uh, there were internal 6 questions that Arjuna asked. What is that? He said whether Krishna is a real or illusion, coming like mirage. He appearing in this is this real or illusion. And then when he comes, when he takes avatar, is it like he's having a less power or he's coming with all the power that he has as he is in the spiritual world? Is it that he's coming in a reduced factor? Like sometimes we go to some place. You may live in Bangalore, but if you go to Bombay, how many bags will you carry? One or two bags, right? That means not every facility that you have in Bangalore, you will be carrying it to Mumbai. So Arjuna is also saying, thinking same thing. Okay, he came from there to here. Did he come with all the features or with reduced feature? Hmm? Then is this form like us under the modes? Is this form of Krishna, this 200 form of Krishna is like blood, bone, marrow, flesh? Is it under the three modes? What is your reason of coming? We take birth because our karma is pushing us from one body to another. Is that the reason why Krishna is coming? Just because his karma got fructified, then he comes. When does he come? For what purpose is he coming? We take birth because we are going to enjoy whatever for previous life we didn't enjoy. So we had pending desires. So we are trying to enjoy it in this life. So Krishna gives answers from 4.5 to 4.8. We'll quickly go through it. 4.5 he says, many births both you have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot. So Krishna can remember everything. So it is not illusion, it is real. It's not mirage. 4.6, next two lines, he says, I am unborn. My transcendental body never deteriorates. So his body is spiritual, is unborn, it never deteriorates. Our bodies, they deteriorate. We start as a baby, then we end as what? We end as an old man. Krishna never becomes old. It is my original transcendental form. Whatever is there in the spiritual world, I come exactly like that with all the powers, all the opulences, everything I come. When do I come? When there is dharmasya glanir. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Dharmasya glanir. When there is a decline in dharma, when even common man don't know what is dharma. Dharma is world order. Dharma is the right thing to do. Hmm? All these things when people forget, I come to establish this dharma. That is the reason I come. Not because my karma is done and then I come. No. Paritrayana sadhana vinashesu duskritam dharma sansthapanayana sambhavami yoga yoga. What is the purpose? Paritrayana sadhuna. The sadhus. I give myself to the sadhus. And while doing that, side thing I do is vinashacha duskritam. I kill the dushkritas, the evil people, those who are opposing dharma, those who are adharmic. I kill them. That is a side activity. The main activity is what? My devotees. I give myself to the devotees. So, this is the purpose. Do we come for such purposes? No. We come because we want to enjoy from what we had left from the previous life. Then Krishna says 4.9 Janma karma sape divyam evam veti tattvadahat vakta deham punarjanma naiti mamitra Arjuna. This is like a Falshruti. After knowing this truth about Avatar Rahasya, then we get impetus to do our spiritual life more enthusiastically. Okay, more enthusiastically, and then we can accelerate in our spiritual life. Okay, after talking now this Avatar Rahasya, he says it has helped many people in the past. Those who have known this knowledge, now it has helped many people. So now Arjuna, you know this, and you can follow Karma Yoga. All beings come to me. All people follow my path. Hmm? Okay. Now, in this particular verse, 12th verse, he says, who are those who are not able to follow Karma Yoga? One who want quick results. They worship the Devatas. Such quick result people, na, they are not good candidates for Karma Yoga. They are only going for Karmaja, which is fruitive work. For them, they are not looking at moksha. They are not looking at liberation. So if they are not looking at liberation, they are not yogis. So when they are not yogis, they are not interested in karma yoga. Does that make sense? So those who want quick results, quick material results, basically, they are not eligible for karma yoga. Then who are eligible? Then how to be eligible? First thing is varnashram dharma. Krishna says chatur varnam maya shishtam. I created this varna ashrama because everyone has these three modes, and there'll be various combinations of goodness, ignorance, passion. You will be attracted to certain occupation. Some want to become administrators, some want to become politicians, some want to become fighters, some want to become do business, some just simply want to work for others. So this varna ashram system is there where one can slowly progress materially also and spiritually also in the ashrams, right? First we get trained, then we get married, then there is vanaprastha, then there is sannyas. Okay. Then Krishna talks about himself. He says there is no work affect me, but then I do. Why do I do? Because common people are looking at me. Okay, to set example I do. Lok rakshay. It is very difficult to understand what is karma or karma, but you can understand it from me. I will explain it to you fully. Then in this particular verse, one who sees jnana in karma and karma in jnana, that person is intelligent. Okay, I'm going a little fast so that we can come to verse number 34. That's where we had stopped. Okay, now what is the jnana? What is the knowledge behind doing every activity? Before that, like I told you, the example of chess is there. The players play chess. Is it just with the hands and eyes? No, right? The brain is also working behind. And that brain works with certain consciousness, with certain attitude, with certain intentions. Then what is that intention with which one should do karma yoga? This is what is explained from these verses. That is the knowledge. So what it should be devoid of desire for sense gratification. It should not be doing for phala for phala. Just because I will get some fruit, therefore I will do it. That is what children do, but that is not expected from karma yogi. If you want to be yogi, then you have to first be devoid of sense gratification. Don't do it only for phala. Be selfless. Do it as a duty. Okay. Then second, Be satisfied, independent, perform no fruitive action. Okay, abandoning all attachment to the results. Now, this is all the jnana that is required. Phala tyaga, mamata tyaga, kartitva buddhi tyaga. All these three are required. We have this in another slide. These three. We should not do karma for lower fruit. Kartitva buddhi means I am not the doer, the modes are doing this. Mamata tyaga means I am not doing this for me, but I am doing this for the supreme. So all this kind of understanding should be there. Gives up sense of proprietorship over possessions. This whole world is not mine to enjoy. I am come here for some time and then I have to leave. Okay, so the proprietorship should be very clear. Just because a company gave me a car doesn't mean that I have to take it for a ride. I have to use it for company's purpose. I have to use it for company's purpose, right? Similarly, the proprietorship of this world should also be known. Whom does it belong to? Krishna. It belongs to Krishna. So I need to use it back to Krishna. So that is one knowledge. That is not for me. This Mamta Tyaga. Okay. What is next knowledge? Next set of knowledge? He should be satisfied with the gain which comes on his own accord. Be satisfied. Free from duality, does not envy, who is steady in both success and failure. He should not get angry. While doing Karma Yoga, there will be some ups and downs. We should not be doing that. Be satisfied. It should tolerate duality. Sometimes we are praised in our work. Sometimes we are not praised in our work. So we should tolerate that. Yadricha means be like a python. Sometimes we work very hard, but we may not get full increment also. And sometimes we work less and then we'll get increment, big increment. Be like a python. Be happy with whatever comes. Every time we cannot, fight with the company for increment and all that. Sometimes the company itself decides, I cannot give you this, I cannot. So tolerate it. Should not be, so much upset with it. I'm just giving an example. If there is injustice done, then you should try to resolve that injustice. Okay. I'm not talking about injustice. I'm just talking about that situations happen in life. You can tolerate it. Okay. If it is not like very injustice or something, then definitely tolerate it. The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature, who is fully situated in transcendental. If there are any questions or comments, you can interrupt me and ask me, okay? So a Karma Yogi, he develops mode of goodness by doing this. He gives up this passion and ignorance. Passion means not the passion of work, no. The passion for some fruit. I want this, I want he gives up. He doesn't become detached from doing the work. He's attached to doing the work. But the result that comes, he's not attached to that. Okay? And slowly he comes to mode of goodness. From there he can practice bhakti. So all this knowledge when one does, that helps in, so that is the jnana in Karma Yoga, and that helps to make Karma Yoga perfect. Okay, now from here Krishna talks about 13 types of Karma Yoga. So first he says that there are those who do Devata worship. Even Devata worship is Karma Yoga. But then in the previous verse we heard, right, that those who want quick results, they go to Devatas. So then what does Devata worship mean here? Devata worship by Karma Yoga means they are done without any attachment. It is done as a duty. Then it becomes Karma Yoga. one doesn't do it for something in return. As a duty, one may do it. Then the next two, three are those who are brahmacharis and householders. Hmm? So they control their senses. So when we control the sense objects, mind, that itself also becomes karma yoga. Why? Because we develop vairagya, that is renunciation, and that is helping in the process of yogis because they don't depend on the sense objects. Okay. Am I talking? Whatever I'm talking, whether it makes sense or you can ask me question. Any question at this point?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, okay, no problem. Then next he says those who are controlling mind and senses, they also performing karma yoga. Then there are next five types of yogas, karma yoga. One is dravya yagya. Dravya yagya is when one charity of objects like clothes, food, grains. That is dravya yagya. That is also part of karma yoga. Then tapo yagya, to do some tapasya like fasting on Ekadashi, Chaturthi, etc. But not for any political reasons like Hartal and all that is not Tapo Yagya. It is to be done for religious purpose. Yoga Yagya means even traveling to holy places, taking bath in the holy rivers, all that is Karma Yoga only. Swadhyaya, reciting the Vedic texts. There are many people who recite Vedic texts, Bhagavad Gita, many Shastras, many things. So that is all part of Karma Yoga. Then Jnana Yagya. Jnana Yagya is where one studies Sanskrit, astrology, Vyakarna, the Vedangas, the six Vedangas. All that is also Karma Yoga. One is learning the path of Dharma, right? So therefore it becomes Karma Yoga. Now here, even those who are doing pranayams, they are doing Karma Yoga. Okay, there are three types. Purakam, Rechakam, Kumbhakam. So inhaling, exhaling, holding. These are also Karma Yoga only. Very interesting. Okay. Now the question is, where does Varnashram comes? So here in this verse, Krishna says that the Varnashram comes. So here all Nitya and Naimitika Yagyas are done. So there are five Yagyas which are everyone should do. All married couples should do. One is Rishi Yagya, studying the Shastras, hearing it from the Rishis or teachers. Then Pitra Yagya, doing Pitru, Pitrudan, Shraddha. Now after 1 month or 2 months, there will come a week where everyone does Pitradan. Then there is Deva Yagya. There is fire sacrifice to be done to the Devadas. Then Manushya Yagya. Manushya Yagya means giving food, some necessaries to poor people. And if we give it to animals, then that is Bhuta Yagya. So all this Pancha Bhuta Yagya, Pancha Yagyas, these are recommended as daily activities for householders. And it all becomes part of Karma Yoga. Any question till this point? Yes, any question? Okay. So we'll start with today's verse. Shreyan Dravya Mayad Yagya Jnana Yagya Parantapa Sarvam Karma Akhilam Partha Jnane Parisvamayate. Parisamapayate. O chastiser of enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than mere sacrifice of material possessions. After all sons of O son of Pratha, all sacrifice of work culminate in transcendental knowledge. Okay, I have a question for you. Let's say you are at a restaurant and you order What? Rasmalai or gulab jamun. And the waiter comes and gives you rasmalai gulab jamun. You eat it. Now let's say you are at home and your mother gives you rasmalai and or gulab jamun. You eat that also. Is there a difference? And what is the difference? Eating at a restaurant, eating at home, is there a difference?
Prabhuji, motherly love, that is the difference.
Yeah, motherly
See,
love. Yes.
motherly love. So when mother will give you something, so she will give you with your choice and like the way you want, you like it and like that. You don't have to worry anything.
Okay. Okay.
But when you
Let's
eat
talk
it in the
about,
restaurant, you have to
something
check.
like potato sabji. Let's say
Yeah,
mother makes potato sabji, but it is burnt. It's slightly burnt.
yeah,
Will you eat it?
yeah. Prabhuji will eat it because I mean it
But let's
happens.
say if you get that same burnt sabji in the hotel,
No, we will not eat.
then what will do?
We'll say no. You
Replace it.
replace it. Yeah, yeah, Prabhuji.
So, um, so the point is, things may be offered, but it is the consciousness with what it is offered that is more important. At a hotel or something, the consciousness is what he paid us 500 rupees, so we need to give him something 500 rupees, right? We need to give him something that equals to 500 rupees.
True, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
So the consciousness is a transaction over there.
Yes,
But at
yes.
home, you don't ever give to your mother or to your wife anything. You don't give.
Yeah.
It comes very selflessly. So the consciousness is more important than just the work, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is what Krishna is saying. In the karma yoga, people do karma. Lot of people say, "Na, work is worship, work is worship." But is becoming a workaholic, is that worship? Is that karma yoga? No.
Should, no, should not be Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah. So then how does a workaholic becomes karma yogi? With what consciousness is he doing that work? What is the knowledge behind it? That makes the whole difference. If the knowledge is that I am Atma, the modes are doing it, I need to do it for the welfare of the people, I need to ultimately do it for the supreme, not for myself, then it is completely different. Okay, so Krishna is saying the same thing here. He says that you may do karmas, but it is actually the consciousness which makes the difference. So I took two examples. One is of a Brahmana. He was very poor. So he couldn't offer very good foodstuffs to the Lord. Very simple rice only he could offer. But he had a desire. I want to offer sweet rice. For that he needed milk, he needed sweet, he needed sugar, he needed rice. He had nothing. So what he did? He started thinking, I will, I have brought this milk. So he started dreaming, daydreaming. Huh? In his meditation, he was doing this. I am bringing milk for the Lord. White, nice milk. Just freshly, milk from the cow. And then I'm putting it on fire. So he put it on fire in his mind, okay? Not really. And boiled it. Then he put rice in it. Then he put sugar in it. He kept stirring. And then he in his mind he looked at it if it is thick or not. Then when he felt it is enough thick, he removed it from the vessel, from the stove, and kept it aside. And then he was thinking, now I need to offer to the Lord, but it should not be too hot. So let me see how hot it is. And then he put his finger. Then he put his finger in his mind in the sweet milk. Now what happened? Can you imagine what happened?
No, Prabhuji.
This is a real story. The finger got burnt, and he
Hari
was
Bol.
and he opened his eyes and he was thinking, "Arey, I was meditating and this thing happened."
Oh my God.
Huh.
Hari Bol.
So anyway, the Lord took it as a real offering. Here, no one ate sweet milk, okay? But the Lord took it as a offering. So that is more important, Krishna says. And there was this Duryodhan. So when Krishna came to do the peace deal, right now Iran and USA are also trying to do peace deal. So 5,000 years ago, before the Mahabharata war, Krishna came to do peace deal. And then what? Then Duryodhan said, I will trick Krishna. How do you trick a person? You externally show that you love him. You give him gifts, right?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
So Duryodhan also started doing this thing, giving gifts and expensive gifts, and
Mm.
showing a lot of love for him, and then telling him, "You come to my palace." In my Duryodhan's palace was very very actually it was Duryodhan's palace or Dushasan's palace. I guess Dushasan's palace. Dushasan's palace was very opulent. It had a lot of things. So he said, Krishna, this is for you. Then Krishna said, we don't have any friendship, Duryodhan, with each other, and therefore I need not take anything from you. I will better go to somebody who has friendship with me, that is Vidura. I will go to him. So Krishna rejected Duryodhan's all these opulences and all that because he knew that Duryodhan was not a very straightforward person, very cunning person. So he didn't even want to fall down to his hospitality. So Krishna is looking at the bhava of the karma yogi. With what bhav is doing? Is he detached? Is he doing it for the welfare of the people? Is it doing it for the supreme pleasure? Is he? All that matters. Now, question is, okay, I'll get this knowledge, but we need to keep getting this knowledge, right? So from where we can keep getting this knowledge? From a guru. So in the next verse, Krishna says, Tatviddi prani pratena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnanena tattvadarshina. You approach the self-realized persons, the guru, and he will impart you this knowledge. Why will he impart you? Because you approached him submissively, not with a challenging mood. Second thing, you did some seva, hmm, simple service for that personality, and you asked good questions to clear your doubt. So then the guru will feel, I need to instruct this person. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self realized soul can impart knowledge onto you because they have seen the truth. Okay? So, from the guru, one can repeatedly hear about this knowledge. What kind of knowledge? I am not the body, I am the soul. Um, there is so much. Three modes are there. The three modes are running the show, and I need to align myself psychophysically and do what is meant for me to be done in Varnashram system, and I need to do it for the welfare of the people, knowing that I am not the doer, for ultimately for the pleasure of the supreme. We may hear this one time, but we have to keep hearing it multiple times. Why? Because there is a tendency to forget. And second thing is, if we hear it again, we will go deeper in it. Suppose you open some 10th standard book and then you find some problem, mathematics problem or science problem, and you are now reading it after many years, and you know the answer. But as you read it, you go more deeper into that understanding of that theorem or whatever, you go deeper into it. So so this repeatedly hearing, it enhances our understanding. So to enhance the karma yoga, one has to repeatedly hear from a guru, because they have seen the truth. Yad natva na punarmoham evam yashasi pandava yena bhutani ashnena drikshasya atmano atho mai. Having obtained real knowledge from the self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. By this knowledge, you will see that long living entities are but part of the supreme. In other words, they are mind. So we will look at everyone spiritually. They are all spirit souls. So we have to repeatedly hear and serve the Guru, and we'll come to this understanding slowly. Even if you are considered to be most sinful of the sinners, when you are situated in the boat of transcendental knowledge, you will be able to cross the ocean of miseries. What will happen if I do work in Karma Yoga? We will achieve moksha. And the jnana of this Karma Yoga will destroy the ajnana that we have. That's the next verse. Yathendisma yathe idhansi samidho agnir bhasma sat kurute arjuna. Jnanagi sarva karmani bhasma sat kurute tatha. So this knowledge destroys everything, all reactions. Both pious, impious, punya and papa, both are destroyed. 38th verse. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate sat sat swayam yoga samsiddha kalena atmani vindati. In this world, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism, and one who has become established, has become accomplished in this practice of devotional service, enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time. So this knowledge is very sublime, pure, okay, and they will ultimately, it will come with time. Okay, it's going to take some time for one to perfect his life. It's not going to be immediate. 39 verse. Saddhaval labate jnanam tat para samatendriyah ज्ञानम लब्ध्वा परम शांतिम अचिरेणाधिगच्छति. The faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge and subdues his senses is eligible to achieve certain knowledge. To achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual bliss. So how to do this karma yoga? One has to have faith. One has to have faith in this knowledge. In this knowledge of soul, the knowledge of Atma, knowledge of three modes. One has to have faith. Not that, okay, it is all false. No. Have some faith on it. And then control your mind and senses. Then moksha. Then liberation will happen. Ajnanasya shraddhanasya samshayatmana vinashyati nayam lokati na paro na sukham samshayatmana. If you are doubtful, if you are agyan means if you are ignorant, and samshayatmana, if you are doubtful, even after hearing you are doubtful, then what can be done? Then such a person won't achieve na sukham samshayatmana. He won't achieve happiness if one is doubtful. Therefore, have faith on all this. Yoga sannyasat karmanam jnana sanchinna samshayam atmavantam na karmani nibadananti jnananjaya. I guess this is summary of the verse. What is a summary of this chapter? What it says, one who acts in devotional service, means here it's karma yoga. He renounces the fruit of his actions. He's not doing it just for his actions. He renounces. and whose doubts have been destroyed by transcendental knowledge, is situated factually in the self. Thus, he is not bound by the reactions of work, O conqueror of riches. So, if one does this karma yoga with that knowledge, then he is situated on factually in the self, means Atma Sakshatkar. He is situated on spiritual platform. For him, doubts are clear. Therefore, the doubts, tasmat ajnana sambhutam sitham jnana sitatmanaha chitvaivam samshayam yogam atitushti atishtoshtit bharata. That last word is difficult. Atishta uttishta. Atishta uttishta. Therefore, doubts which have arisen in your heart should be slashed by this weapon of this knowledge. Remove these doubts and stand and fight, Arjuna. Okay, so do this karma yoga. Okay. Okay. Any comments, questions at this point?
Prabhuji, how to get the, like, see, you very, very nicely explained the Karma Yoga part, but like it's difficult for getting into the mind. So, what is the best way to read this? Like, again, we read the same chapter, like
See,
Bhagavad Gita chapter?
the thing is, karma yoga at this point, Krishna is only explaining in terms of like be detached, be selfless, you know,
Yeah, Prabhuji.
do
Yeah,
it for the
Prabhuji.
welfare of the people, don't be attached to the fruits, don't do it for any enjoyment, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. In the next two chapters also he's going to continue that only, and in the seventh chapter he's going to tell do it for me as a bhakti
Hmm.
yoga. So that is the point where one does karma yoga but with the intention to please Krishna, and he adds bhakti yoga, that is chanting the holy name, hearing shravanam kirtanam Vishnu. He adds that in the later in bhakti yoga. That's how
Okay,
bhakti yoga then starts including this karma yoga also.
okay, Prabhuji. Okay,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
So try to
Yeah.
understand in this way. Don't think that, see, why this is given is because not everyone can take to Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti
Yes,
Yoga
Prabhuji.
means loving Krishna, loving Vishnu. That may not happen. So in the Vedic times, people would follow Varnashram system very strictly, but very few of them would become devotees of Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Like if we read Mahabharata, it is mostly how to follow Varnashram system perfectly. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But if you read Bhagavatam, it is only about Pancham Purushartha, that is Bhakti. So in the Vedic times, I was telling that there are these statements. If one lives perfectly for 100 years, 100 lifetimes, sorry, 100 lifetimes perfectly Varnashram system, then in this next life he can become Brahma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But what is the point of becoming Brahma, right?
That's
So
true.
these are for those people who are not yet come to this realization that I need to get moksha. For them, it is like, oh, this is very nice. I will become the prime minister, president.
Hmm.
That kind of attachment they have. I'll go to Swargaloka and all. So for them, this karma yoga is mentioned where they can become little detached and then come to slowly to this understanding of moksha. So in yeah, I mean, so sometimes to people we need to explain them. Okay, they may not be able to take bhakti, right? But they can take to other aspects of karma yoga. You're getting?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, to be
Yes, Prabhu.
selfless is very, very important. If they can become selfless, like control their mind and senses, then they will slowly advance on the path of karma yoga. Okay, any other question?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Any other question anyone has? Okay.